Well, that drive, 3 plays and 65 yards. And Elmer Guerrero putting together a decent night now, too.
He has 12 carries for 111 yards. Like I said, last week when we watched him in the second half, he was impressive. He played hard. And he's still playing hard. He hasn't quit. And I don't think the Lake team has quit. I just think that the two-headed monster is pretty doggone good.
I think Lake, looking at what they have back next year, I think next year could be their year. They have a lot returning.
Yeah.
A lot of good, solid football players.
A lot of things happen in a year, too. And they got to play against some good competition.
They do. Everyone else is going to get better, too.
Sure.
Deep kick by Abdul. That's Dominic Venus. Dominic Venus with a nice return. Across his own 30.
Perry has Lemon coming back.
I don't know that they do they?
Lemon's only a junior.
He is.
Yep.
Well, that's a scary concept.
Yeah. He ain't bad.
Him and Hayden Venus are back.
Yep.
Vontae Armstrong is back. That's a pretty decent nucleus that's coming back. And now backups enter the game for Coach Wakefield. LeBron James, you are not, Elmer.
No.
Laubacher under center, the quarterback now. Man in motion, handoff goes to a completely new back this time.
Cundiff, the ball carrier.
Was not Dion Cundiff the ball carrier. It was Amir Betts, the ball carrier, number 2.
My God, there's a size difference. He
Five,
shrunk.
I was going to say 5'5" and 160 compared to 6'1" and 240.
He shrunk.
I think
his number even shrunk. He went from 32 to 2.
To the blind eye, that's pretty easy to see. To the naked eye, I should say.
There he goes
Handoff again here, Amir Betts. And Amir doing his best Dion Cundiff impersonation. Says I'm 5'5", but I run like my counterpart who wears number 32. First down for Perry. He runs hard.
Yeah, but again, look at them blocking and sustaining the block. That's the thing that is amazing me tonight.
You know, it's crazy. Amir Betts and Dion Cundiff, 2 kids that were in academic trouble past couple years and have righted that ship. And here they are now, Elmer, in their senior seasons, and they're both having effects in key games late in the year, as on the carry is Ralph Scott there, the running back for Perry. And I think that says a lot to it says a lot to the program that Keith runs at Perry, and it says a lot to the fight of the kids in Perry that even when you get behind the 8 ball off the field, that you're still going to fight to get yourself on the field.
Sure. And it shows, that Keith's concerned about the kids.
It does. It does.
Some coaches would have said, hey, you can't play for me as a sophomore and junior. I'm not going to worry about you as a senior.
But he wanted them out there.
Yeah.
He wanted them to play.
And that shows that,
Another handoff here, and these are all backups. This is Mitchell Allen, who totes the rock on first down from Luke Laubacher, and Mitchell Allen shows off his speed. The last two kids who have carried, 34 who carried was Ralph Scott. He's a sophomore, and Mitchell Allen is a sophomore. They just get running backs who just carry the ball and just make it look easy.
And again, they're disciplined.
Down to about the Lake 20. Ralph Scott again. Ralph. Should we call him Ralph Mouth?
Ralph now?
Ralph Mouth. Mouth Ralph? What was it from Happy Days?
Happy Days.
Yeah.
The redheaded guy.
Yeah. That makes Luke Laubacher the backup quarterback Potsy.
See?
Keith Wakefield is the Fonz. Minus the leather jacket.
And shorts.
Yeah, he would not wear those tight
Fonzie
jeans.
would not wear shorts.
Handoff Allen.
Jeez.
Mitchell Allen into the end zone. That's a backup, ladies and gentlemen, from 15 yards out. And Perry is not just winning on the road at Lake. They are making a statement to the county tonight that they are to be reckoned with as far as a team goes. I'm impressed.
Going into this game, I thought this would be a lot closer. I really did.
Well, after last week, I think we all did.
Yeah.
And now, good Lord. About to be 51-13 if Warsaw can knock this through.
Which he does.
And Lincoln does. To say that Perry has dominated this half is an understatement. They have outscored Lake in this half by a total of 35-6. And that's why they're going to be 7-1 after 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Tick off that clock. We'll have that for you after this.
Welcome to Friends and Family Credit Union, where we believe every member is a friend of the family.
Hi, I'm Nick Langenfeld, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. We provide financial needs in the most reasonable and cost-effective way. What are you waiting for? Stop in one of our locations today to become a friend of the family.
At AltCare, you matter.
When we answer your call or meet with you in person, you are the top priority.
We work with your physician, pharmacy, and over 7,300 other providers. We want to be your trusted resource.
We invest in collaboration, our youth, and our community, which we continue to serve with gratitude.
Commitment and community were the reasons we started over 30 years ago.
And why we are still here today.
AltCare, where you matter.
Well, that scoreboard does not lie about the game that we've seen tonight, because I will tell you this. The Perry Panthers have thoroughly dominated this game. To think that it was once 13-7 Perry, since that point in the game, it is a 38-6 rout by Perry.
One of the things I want to say here, you know, Keith has he's called off the dogs. I mean, he's played a bunch of the younger kids and stuff like that. You know, it's really a lopsided score, and
Garrow trying to return this here, and not sure who fell on it. Lake luckily fell on it for their sake.
But he's got the young kids in there, and he hasn't thrown the ball, and he's just doing what he does. And
I want to ask you about this, because I know you've been on both ends of this spectrum. You've been in the spot of being 7-1. You've been in the spot of being 4-4. As a coach, when you lose back-to-back close games like Lake did to McKinley and to Hoover, what does that do mentally to your team?
You know, if you could figure out the mentality of high school kids, you'd be a zillionaire. Okay, I'm saying that lightly, obviously, but you don't know. You think that, you know, they played those two games so close, and that they'd be up for this game because they know how important it was, and you don't get it from them. I've been there. I understand it. I don't understand it, but you're working with high school kids. You don't know what's going through their heads all the time.
Daniel Kotyuk there on the carry. He's the new back in the backfield with J.R. Supis, the backup quarterback. Supis going to throw downfield. That's a pretty nice ball. Pass is caught. Appeared to be Braden Balich on the catch there, and it was first down. Well, Lake is taking all their guys out too.
Sure.
Supis, the quarterback, in. Gives off to a back and running across the 40 is Logan Brady, the sophomore. Clock under 2 minutes left in the game, and I know one thing, I cannot wait to hear what Coach Wakefield has to say after the game when our Noah Hiles catches up with him afterwards, because I'm sure this is going to be some very entertaining stuff. Supis, quick throw. It's caught, and that was to Brooks Postlethwaite. Nearing the end of the ball game, though, not much time left on the clock. Perry going to improve to 7-1. And Lake, of course, going to fall to 4-4. Lake was once 4-0. Since then, they're 0-4. Perry was once 3-1. Since then, they're 4-0. After week 4, everything changed. Supis rolls out to throw. Throws downfield. Man is open in the coverage. And this could be a score here. Running free and going into the end zone.
There's a flag.
Is Mason Champagne.
There's a flag there.
But a flag is down. Would be a 55-yard touchdown pass if it stands. And it will not.
When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not.
Isn't that a movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is that from one of the picture books that you're reading?
my Pictionary?
Final 30 seconds about to run off the clock here.
Well, the Duke of Earl was a little bit wrong on this one.
Not much of a slobber knocker.
No, not the second half anyways.
Supis to throw. Wants to go deep into coverage. Oh, almost picked off. Hammer the intended target. And that should be the final play of the ball game. Well, I will say this. The celebration on 13th Street in the PTO tonight is going to go on late into the night because the Perry Panthers come on the road tonight at Lake and thoroughly dominate the Blue Streaks to improve to 7-1. Final Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard, Perry 51, Lake 13. We'll catch up with Coach Wakefield when we come back, have our final stats, our rock solid play of the game, and our player of the game. Stay with us.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors to make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers. From our technicians in the field to our engineering experts behind the scenes, we use top technology to keep your internet, TV, and phone connected. Plus, expert local technical support and friendly people to greet you. Everything in the neighborhood the way it should be. MCTV, we go the extra smile.
Community, politics, world news, and more. Find it all on The Gary Rivers Show, 10 a.m. till noon, weekdays on News Talk 1480, WHBC, and online at WHBC.com.
1, ladies and gentlemen. 2, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
this all about?
This is very exciting.
So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here.
Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
Like it? I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you. I've heard a lot about you, too.
.1480 WHBC presents the High School Football TV Game of the Week. The Alt-Care TV Game of the Week is brought to you by Alt-Care, Altman Health Foundation, CSE Federal Credit Union, MCTV, Northern Ohio Honda Dealers, Old Carolina Barbecue, SARTA, and Friends and Family Credit Union, and can be seen locally on This TV Canton.
And for the final time tonight, we have a look at our Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard here at Lake, as it was all Perry tonight, 51-13. And directly after the game, our own Noah Hiles on the sideline, brought to you by SARTA, had a chance to catch up with the 7th-year head coach in Keith Wakefield and the winning head coach. Noah, take it away.
Coach, 38-point win on the road against a team like Lake who's fighting for a playoff spot. Do you think your team made a statement tonight?
I don't know about that. We've played better the last 3 weeks. We've been playing Perry football since Louisville. First 4 games we really didn't. So, that was our message, and I think they're trying to do that now. We're fighting harder. I think we're playing harder. Played better defense, I thought, tonight. Lake was undermanned. They had a couple key guys hurt, and I know that, so that definitely hurt them. But, but again, we're making progress, I think, so.
You guys took on a team that hadn't allowed 200 yards rushing in a single game. You had a backfield duo that rushed for over 300. What do you think of the performance of Dion and Josh today?
Well, they've done that the last 4 weeks, so, that's what we do. We run the football, and we actually hit a couple passes tonight I was pleased with. Hayden did a good job throwing. Our kids caught the ball a couple times, and we don't have to complete 20, but if we can complete 4 or 5 critical passes in games, it'll help us.
Got a big game next week against McKinley. What are your thoughts going into that matchup?
I'm not worried about it right now. We'll just get ready to play this week, and it'll be an important game for the Federal League, and so that's what we're looking forward to.
Coach, congrats on the win. Go celebrate with your team.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
That, of course, our own Noah Hiles with Coach Keith Wakefield, and we take a look at the final stats tonight, and here's Elmer Sheets. Go ahead.
For Perry, 424 yards rushing. That is the 4th week in a row that they've rushed over 400 yards. And 56 yards passing for Perry, 24 first downs, a total of 480 yards. Time of possession, 28 minutes and 35 seconds. For Lake, 109 yards rushing, 129 passing yards, 11 first downs for 233 in time of possessions, 15 minutes and 52 seconds. Individually, for Lake, Jacob Eccles was 16 for 25 for 110 yards, 1 TD and 2 interceptions. Vincent Garrow, 12 rushes for 111 yards and 1 TD. He did a real nice job today filling in. And Logan Feeder, 6 catches and 52 yards. For Perry, Hayden Vitas was 5 for 7 for 56 yards and 1 TD. Josh Lemon was 16 rushes, 167 yards, 2 TDs. Dion Condiff was 19 rushes, 146 yards and 3 TDs. Devontae Armstrong, 4 catches for 36. Never thought you'd say that. And Jack Nilligan, 1 catch for 20 yards.
Our Altman Health Foundation player of the game, Dion Condiff, no surprise for the Perry Panthers. Both him and Josh Lemon eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark on the year tonight with their fantastic efforts. And for Condiff, it was a 3-touchdown night. Puts him up to 17 on the year. Elmer, he just ran hard all night.
They got 2 good backs. They're tough to stop. And the thing that, and again, we talk about their backs, But boy, if you look at this film and you can watch their offensive linemen blocking, they are making contact and they are sustaining those blocks and staying with them and staying with them. That is the key why these guys are running for 2 miles each here. But if you really look at that film, those offensive linemen, I think Keith, what he said is they're starting to play Perry football. They're starting to do the things that they have to do.
Lastly, our rock solid play of the game brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union in Elmer. Here's a look at a beauty by Josh Lemon.
This kid's, he just accelerates right through there and 6.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
That type of speed.
But again, you watch that blocking. They're sustaining blocks. He's like he's running in the park,
Makes it really easy when you have a hole that big to score a touchdown. Well, that'll do it for us here tonight. For our image video crew, Billy Smith, our director, everybody down in the truck, thank you. For Noah Hiles on the sideline, Bob Jeffries with stats, Elmer Sheets as always each and every week. I'm John Bozika signing off tonight from Lake. The Perry Panthers win in dominating fashion over the Lake Blue Streaks, and they set up a battle of 7-1 teams next week in the PTO between them and McKinley. Final score, final look at the Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard. Perry 51, Lake 13. Have a fantastic night, everyone.